Hello, and also Nerdcraft here, bringing you the third game against Evil Genius's own EGidrA and Team Liquid's The Little One, or also known as TLO. Here, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of GSL Crevasse is LiguidTLO as the blue Terran, and here as the red Zerg, spawning in the lower left-hand corner of GSL Crevasse is EGidrA. So last game, we saw a very interesting build from LiguidTLO where he masked Thors and mainly concentrated on Thors, peppered in with Marines and tanks. But because of his position, the Mutalisks, Banelings, and Zerglings that EGidrA made a lot of, he was able to get a good angle of attack, sweep up the Marines, take out the tanks, and surround the Thors really fast. And that was all kind of downhill for TLO from there. TLO sending out a scout here, going to try scout cross position, I'm going to guess, as this Overlord is actually just close position. This Overlord going to check close air, but here on GSL Crevasse, it's a really big map. If you guys have noticed, there is it also has a rich Vespian geyser, which gives you, I believe, 6 instead of 4 on this mineral patch, but it only has 1. And then this in your back, this mineral patch here, more in your back to keep safe, but you sacrifice Vespian to stay safe. And I suppose it depends on your build, but it looks like TLO is probably going to go Marines just because he expanded there. Actually, no, they both are expanding there. Always get as much Vespian as you can. So, yeah. And so TLO has got his first barracks out coming down, but he does not have a refinery, possibly a lot of Marines again. And spawning pool coming down for EGidrA. So they are both expanding. We're probably not going to see that 7 racks expo, that 7 racks rush that Liquid did in the TLO did in the first game. But this Overlord here is going to spot the command center over here. Right here actually is a really good place to put Nidus Worms. I've seen it done before, very effectively too. Drone doing some scouting is going to see 2 barracks, possibly. TLO probably doing some 3 barracks early harass or rush pressure, whatever you want to call it. And they're both going to scout that they have expansions. So now it's all uphill from here. Very heavy macro map again, and so we will probably see a longer, drawn-out game. Very macro orientated. I love watching games on this map because I prefer macro games. Yes, I am having a hard time talking apparently. So let's see here. So far, Vespian coming up. Just everything is basic. I totally forgot about that. So these Marines are going to take out the drone. Here is actually pretty cool about the chokes, is that there's destructible debris on a very wide choke, so it creates a normal sized choke right here, or a narrow choke. But if your opponent just walls right here, you can just completely sidestep their wall and take out the destructible debris to to completely sidestep the wall, of course, and just get as much units in as you can. And EGidrA, I don't know why I call him EGidrA. I'm just going to call him EGidrA. EGidrA going for layer tech right now, possibly Banelings with centrifugal hooks, but no Baneling nest now. You do not need a layer to get Banelings, although you do need a layer to get their Baneling speed. And TLO looks like he is going to do some poking right about now, and 39 to 37, so they're actually both pretty even. Zergling's coming out. I don't notice this, but I don't think in every single game EGidrA has gone. No wait, he did go Evo Chamber of the last game. Yes, of course. Never mind. I was about to say I don't think I ever recall him going Evo Chamber for upgrades, but yes, he did tech. Actually, he did tech heavily in that last game. Thinking about it, can't believe I missed that. I thought otherwise. So looks like creep spray coming out. What is this? A spire coming out. Looks like he's EGidrA is going to go for that Ling Bling Muta combination, which is very potent against Marines, and it's good for harass as well. And 2 factories coming out. What are we going to see this time from TLO? Like, seeing those mass Thors again would be pretty cool, but at the same time I get the feeling that EGidrA knows what to do against them, and these Zerglings are going to go up on over here. So do some poking from both, and Hellion is actually out, so it looks like TLO is just going to make a lot of Hellions right now, which would be a good idea this early in the which would be a good idea at about the 8-minute mark, because you usually have against Zerg only Zerglings unless they go for a quick roach, but that's usually not against Terran. So you will very rarely see roaches this early in the game against Terran. At least not that I can recall. I can't see anything. Spinecrawlers coming up and some Balins being morphed. So EGidrA knows that there's pressure coming, and Spinecrawlers will do some damage to the Hellions. But these Hellions, they do not have blue flame, so they aren't as potent as they can be, but they are still very potent. And it's the unit count out here. 6 Balins, 26 Zerglings, and soon to be 8 Balins against 13 Marines and 7 Hellions. So pretty even, I'd say. If those Hellions are microed properly, could actually turn the tide for TLO. First Mutas just popped out right now, possibly going to go some harass. It would be very effective because there are a lot of Hellions and no no engineering bag. The names of the buildings seem to be escaping my mind. And here's the harassment. He's going to try and take out. EGidrA is going to try to take out as much SCVs as possible. I almost said Hellions for some reason. Do not know why. I'm having a very hard time speaking English right now, in case you hadn't noticed. This destructible debris has 2,000 HP, so it's going to take longer to take out. But just about finishing up here, this will open a nice nice road for EGidrA. Also, it will secure this rich Vespian expansion as well, so you won't have to go all the way around here to get to it, which you had to do. You had to go up here then over there, which would be harder for you to get your units to defend. And more mutalisks on their way. This is 5 right here, soon to be 7, and engineering bay coming up because now he knows that there are mutalisks here. EGidrA should probably just come around over here and go for this main line, but because there's nothing there. And it looks like TLO is going for Thors again. I saw that. I did see the armory, and I thought to myself, will he go Thors? I don't know. I doubt it. But, you know, of course, these Collector's Edition Thors, which look so cool. What does... And EGidRA's not scouted this. Whoa, when did this happen? Wow! Sorry I missed that, guys. So let's see the unit count here. Actually, better yet, let's see what EGidrA has seen. He has scouted the armory and the 3rd expansion, so I don't know if he is expecting Thors or not. He's probably thinking not. Maybe heavily upgraded tanks for a slow push, which is always effective against Zerg. But this is crazy. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bases going for EG. Well, 3 going right now, but soon to be 4 for EGidrA. And that is 5 Thors right there. They have weapons level 1, so they do 33 damage as opposed to whatever it was before, which I think was 28. Do not quote me on that, though. Muta's coming in for engagement. They're going to delay that missile turret and try to go for the refinery. So the Thors have now been revealed to EGidrA. He now knows what TLO is doing, and he is going to follow it up with the same exact strategy he did last game. And I don't know if TLO realizes that he did a bad angle of attack there, or he just shouldn't have gone tanks, and instead of deciding to go Hellions. But I don't think they have blue flame. Let's find out. Where is no, blue flame is currently being researched. I actually probably could have checked the production tab, which I don't have up for some reason. There you go. So blue flame is going to be finishing up here about 30 seconds. So TLO could actually do a push here for some damage. Because oh no, actually no, he couldn't. There's a lot of Valiants with centrifugal hooks, and it looks like TLO is just waiting to amass his numbers in tech. Level 1 armor upgrade for flying is coming up, and 5 more Hellions are being created. So I kind of want to know how much factories he has. But let's see here. The engagement is going to be pretty soon. Finding a spine crawler, and blue flame has just finished. So